Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye.
Why did they get rid of 3T? We need 3T. We need 3T.
He was becoming like a pedophile. All right, you guys, let's get into it.
We keep on count.
Yeah. LY. Hey, you guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Kourtney, not Rainbow Bright, but Kourtney, and this is my sexy and fine husband next to me.
E-Dub, a.k.a. Eddie. This episode.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm disappointed, but yeah.
Okay, so before we get into it, tell y'all all the tea and all the gossip. Let me tell you what this channel is about. All about this channel is about Kourtney and Eddie. We do relationship topics. Don't give the people the bird. Reviews, and right now we're doing Ready to Love. So if you hadn't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. And pay no attention to my nails because this is the new trend, okay? All right, so I ain't going to let y'all look too close because y'all going to be trying to duplicate, okay? I know I'm a trendsetter. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into this review. It's called Sipping Wine, Spilling Tea. All right, so the ladies meet up at the lounge because as we can see, we know on this episode that now the ladies are going to eliminate a man. And so what Tommy wants them to do is dig in a little bit deeper, try to find out some of their secrets, go to their house, snoop around, see what's going on, what's really going on with these men. And yeah, I like the fact that they were able to go into their homes, and you know that some of you guys like them better on the resort. I like them better like this in their element, in their home. So you kind of get to see a little bit more of that dynamic. Joel is first. Joel. Oh, yes, of course.
Why do every time Tommy walks in, they gotta applaud him? I noticed that every time he walks in, they clap. Hey, Tommy, ooh.
Even the men?
I know the women do.
Oh, because he's the host of the show.
Well, you don't need applause every time you walk in.
Well, hey, it is what it is.
Nah,
they probably told him to do that.
Well,
the production.
Well, so every time I walk into a room, people gonna applaud for me.
Are you hosting the show?
Yes, I am.
Okay, then. Well,
Right
yes,
here.
They will.
Okay, so I go to Red Lobster.
They ain't gonna know who you is. All right, so Joel seems to have a nice home, so he invites Venetia over, and she shows up, and it seems like they have a nice little vibe, a nice little conversation. He was talking about his wife that's named Kourtney, and she has passed away. And I spelled it with the C. I spelled it with the C, not the K.
All I want to say is this. When I was in Joel's position before I met you, I thought I had it going on, man. You know, single man, his own thing. Well, man, Joel, he put me to shame, boy. Big house. That house is huge, man.
Well, like I told you off camera, I think Joel, built a home with his wife that,
How long has she been?
I don't know.
She passed away.
I forgot. They said in the beginning. And he got 2 twin children, so, he got a nice home. And he's a what? Driller. He got a good job, just like that. He got a good job.
Yeah, he's an offshore driller.
Yeah, so yeah, Venetia, she seems to be feeling him. They talked about family, what he expected in, he was saying, that she seems like like she likes family, I think they both children, their children can grow up together, because I don't think her children are grown. I can't remember. All this stuff just kind of feeds in together. But I know she got 3 children, and I don't think her kids are grown. So, yeah, it seems like they got a good dynamic, They both feeling each other.
And what's her name?
Venetia.
Saying it seems like they can blend their families in pretty easily.
Right.
From her perspective, yeah, but sometimes kids don't make it that easy.
That's the truth.
You might think, okay, yeah, it blend together, but sometimes the kids they get stuck in their ways. And,
oh yeah. So let's move on to Troy and
3T, baby.
Alexis.
Ooh, so the 2 thirsty people together. You thought that was gonna be fireworks right there. You think so, man. He thirsty, she thirsty. Get them together.
What they call her? Aquafina.
Aquafina.
Yeah. Somebody said Sprite to quench your thirst. I like that. But the A is for Aquafina. So yeah, and Troy, you already gave him the name.
3T, trifling, traveling Troy.
Yep, that's him. So Alexis really and truly was excited to kind of go on this date so she can call him out. That's what
I was about to say.
Yeah, she wanted to call him out because she done heard that he kissing on
him. She came in there hot, boy.
Passing out Expedia trips and Travelocity trips and stuff. She just want to travel. So he passing out all that stuff.
I really think Troy's the travel agent undercover, because he be, man, boy, you want to take you here? I'm gonna take you to Disneyland. I'm gonna take you to Six Flags.
Yeah. So she wanted to talk that, and when she came in, what she said, older wisdom or something like that.
That was a pot shot.
Oh yeah,
that was a pot shot.
At his age, yeah, he was older, and so he did what? Kiss her right up here because we rewinded it.
He didn't kiss on the forehead.
No, it was right down the temple.
On the temple.
Yeah. So she wanted to confront him and said that, know you going around and you passing out trips telling all the other girls, you kissing them, and I got a problem with it. So
I don't understand that, especially him being an older guy and you in this small circle of people. Why tell the same women the same thing,
right,
man? That's just like, come on, dude.
It didn't work for you out there in them streets. Don't come in here and do the same thing.
It probably did work for him in the streets, and that's why he's still using it.
But so he did she said, I want you to know why I didn't answer your call. I know you called a couple of times and stuff, why I didn't answer you. So, he talked about that then. So, she said, well, you kissed me when you came. He said, no, I didn't.
That joke got Alzheimer's already.
He was like, no, I didn't. He said, that don't even sound like me.
Yeah, it's like this.
Something I would do.
Either he got the first part of dementia, or he's a big liar. I'm leaning towards the latter. I think he's a liar. And for him to say, I don't remember kissing you in your forehead, and it was like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And then the fact that he's saying that don't even sound like me. That's what he.
Yeah, he said something else when he
with somebody else.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Chris and Amber. They went boxing. Now I didn't think that Chris had a connection with nobody on here, but it seems like Amber is a good connection. Now there, to me, it may be a little age gap. Chris is 41. I can't remember how old Amber is. But yeah,
early 30s, I think, in the late 20s, early 30s.
So Chris said that one thing he liked about her, she's funny, and of course she had some little digs when it came to boxing and stuff. So she seemed to pretty much hold her own. But Amber said that she enjoyed the chemistry and the connection that she had with Chris. She really liked him.
And she's what? How old is she? 28, 29?
I don't know.
She look like she's 18.
Yeah,
she do look young, man. She look young.
She did open up to Chris and say that, she didn't want to tell people, but, she is a DA. Ooh,
DEA? That's for the drug?
That's what I thought. I was like, she worked with the drug enforcement. You don't even know the initials.
Yeah,
drug enforcement agency.
Yeah, that's what. Ain't she a DEA? Mm-hmm. She's short for a DEA agent.
Maybe you can be dealing with that, honey. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
She's a DA, district attorney.
Oh, okay. I thought she was way around it. But anyway, so she did open up to Chris about that, and she said she didn't want to talk to him.
You know what's going to happen, right? The same person you kind of blocked.
I ain't kind of blocked. I blocked them.
They're going to say, I'm back. This is DA, not
Get it right, honey. Chris said that he is very supportive of, people, and he wants to support and kind of push them toward, he said we're individuals, you got your own thing going on, I got my own thing going on, but yeah, I want to back you 100%. So Chris did talk about family, and Chris said his dad got 11 kids by 9 women. Lord have mercy.
I'm going to leave that alone, but all I'm going to say to Chris this time, please, brother, do not put all your eggs in one basket this time. Go out there and mingle, man, because you screwed up last time. Put everything in one basket, and you saw what happened with you and Naya. And now you got eliminated last season how she was acting. My boyfriend outside already. Hey, she gonna call her an Uber voice.
So Stacey and David are. She invited David to do Pilates.
Who?
Mrs. Stacey.
Who?
So she invited
Exactly.
David to do Pilates, and so they were talking about marriage. And one thing about it that she was saying that when it comes to marriage, she's not really gonna, when it comes to a relationship, I guess she's really truly not gonna be the person that's gonna check your Instagram. She's not gonna check your phone and stuff like that, whatever. And so David was saying when it comes to marriage, he does believe in transparency. And Stacey said, well, I believe in a little privacy as well, because if I got a journal, I'm not expecting you to read it.
She tried to make a difference between the two, privacy and transparency. And she is the type of person I don't believes in transparency in my opinion.
I can see that.
Yeah, and cause she already said from the get-go, passwords, Instagram, no, that's off limit, homie. You know what I'm saying? And I think there should be some transparency in the marriage or in a relationship, a serious relationship. And some people don't believe in that.
Yeah.
And what do you think about it?
Well, yeah, I agree with transparency in a marriage, because like, just using us for an example, is that, we have each other's password to each other's phone. I'm not going to go on his Facebook, Instagram. I'm not going to go snooping or do nothing because he's never given me a reason to do so. But, like for, we don't have passwords to Instagram and all that stuff, because when you go on the phone, unless you hiding something, you coming out, you locking it every time, or you logging out every time. Most people don't do that. They keep it up so they can go straight to it. So when you get to unlock the password to their phone, you have access mostly to all of their stuff. Now, if they, like I said, if they logging out of them apps, then maybe a problem. But yeah, I believe in being transparent.
Yeah.
But when we was talking about the diary.
Now, to me, if somebody has a journal or a diary,
right,
that's their personal thoughts.
Yeah.
And to me, that's off limits,
right,
in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you might be going through some things, you want to just put them on paper. Now, me being transparent, I don't mind being transparent with my stuff. My phone, I leave my phone in there with you.
You always
I always leave the ringer on because of my job. It has to be on. So, some people, they put their phones on silent when they get around certain people.
Yeah.
Or they turn their phone completely off. Or they got a burner phone.
Or they flip the phone
Or they flip it over and have it on silent. Because I used to do that when I was back in the day. Put it on silent, flip it over so nobody wants to see what's going on.
Right.
And so yeah, but to me, when you're in a marriage, transparency is key.
Yeah, it is.
It's key. And but like I said, other things like you said, diary and stuff like that. Yeah,
I think maybe David and Stacey probably was saying the same thing, but maybe Stacey added too much sauce on it. And so she just kind of, but of course, remember, this is the same woman that got rid of Christian when he was on there. Go talk to him. So she was the same woman.
She's the backstabber, man.
That walked away from Chris from when he was sitting down there, and she was like, So yeah, remember. So let's keep in mind what Stacey all about.
Her character is not that good in my opinion. And one more thing about the transparency thing is, if you and him or her are on two different pages when it comes to that, y'all just ain't made to be with one another. Cause if y'all try to get together, it's gonna cause issues.
Yeah.
So Stacey's not for him and he's not for her.
Exactly.
So that's bottom line with that.
Yeah. So let's move on to it was much to talk about. Jason, Alex, Alexis Fly, AJ, and Liz, they all went on a date. And I asked Eddie what the thing was called because I was writing it down, so I missed it. But he said, well, throwing them little things in the hole. That's what he said. That's what
throwing things in the hole. That's all it is. Throwing bags in the hole.
Yeah.
That's all. I think they call it cornhole, corn bob, or
Yeah, don't worry about it. So, so Jason and Alexis is on one team, and AJ and Liz on another team. So, of course, after I don't know who won. I think maybe AJ and Liz.
Yeah, they won. Yeah.
So
Alexis said, I got the basketball coach with me. We gonna win. I ain't gonna lose. And it turned out 5 seconds later she lost.
So they branch off and have conversation. So as I kind of called it in the beginning, but maybe I backtracked because it seemed like he was feeling her, but I still don't think that Jason and Alexis is a good match for each other. I really don't think that he's feeling her like that. And so she said that her love language is time. You spend a lot of time with me, which she meant quality time. You know what I'm saying? Because you can spend a lot of time with a person.
She meant. I was like, time. She talking about the music group time. I didn't know.
Well, it's meant quality time because now we can be in each other's presence as far as time, but quality time means that you pushing back everything else and your attention is focused on me. So I'm big on that. My husband, when we was dating, that was number one that I said, oh, he checked that box because he spent a lot of time with me and he wanted to. And
I had nothing else to do. Like, shoot, might as well gonna spend some time with her. I ain't got nothing to do. Hey, what you doing, girl? I ain't doing nothing. Rolling through. Leave the door open like Silk Sonic. And I came through.
And he lying. So she said she don't know if Jason really feeling her because, like he's sitting on one end of the couch, she's sitting on the other, and she was like, boy, scoot over.
And the reason why I think he feels that way, because he still has that teacher mentality. And that person sitting in that couch is a parent of a student of his. And he feels probably still feel kind of a little awkward about it.
Yeah.
Which, he probably still got that teacher mindset. And with all the stuff in the news with teachers and stuff. Yeah.
And then too, is he gonna lose his job for? You know what I'm saying? It could go with some kind of code against his job or something. You know what I'm saying? So everybody could see you on TV and all that stuff. So it could go against something. And
a little kid might be going to school. Ooh, your mama's messing around with the basketball coach. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what the little kid gonna go through.
Thirsty.
And she thirsty. Talking about my panties might drop.
See, that's the stuff when you got children.
You got to be careful, man. I'm telling you.
But so AJ and Liz sit down and talk, and he did call her regal, and I didn't know what it mean. Y'all come for me, I don't care, but I didn't really know what it mean, and so Eddie told me what it mean, but then Google also explained it in more detail.
I use Google to just confirm it.
Yeah. So tell them what it mean, buddy.
It means somebody that has some elegancy.
Elegancy.
Somebody being elegant, okay? Somebody carrying herself with, majestic, in a majestic type of way.
Yeah.
And she does have, to me, some regal qualities about herself. How she carries herself, the aura she gives off.
Right.
And she does. So I give AJ that. He kind of coined that pretty well.
So Liz asked the question to AJ, how do you feel about intimacy before marriage? And she just broke it down with sex before marriage. And he asked the question.
And she should.
He asked the question. Let me ask the question first.
Okay.
And he asked her the question, which he asked the question with a question, but he asked her a question is, was she celibate? Was she celibate? And she said no, abstinence.
She should never, ever answer that question, because now AJ can come back and play off that and know what kind of answer to give her.
Teach the women, baby.
Yeah, and because that's why he asked her. Because he didn't know what kind of bag she's going to come out. So he goes, okay, pick her brain. Well, are you celibate right now? And she said, yeah. Then he goes, well, yeah, I believe in that. She said, no. She said, he might give her some other kind of answer. And sometimes you got to have that man make sure he answers that question. Don't allow him to answer your question with the question, because now he knows what kind of answer to give you.
Yeah.
And that's what she did.
So he said that he can feel all types of goodness from Liz. You know, he was just saying on his confessional, but I don't know if he danced around that question or whatever.
He did.
You know, he didn't really answer it.
He did.
You know, because to me it should be yes or no.
he danced around like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, man, and even in the confession, they were like, "Well, did you answer?" And he started laughing.
Yeah,
So you saying Alexis Fly is too much. Talking about too much
too
sex,
thirsty.
And then you got Liz that's saying, "Hey,
I gotta wait till I get married."
Yeah, now you got an in between. So let's move on to the two people that we had forgot about was a part of the show, which was Ron and Chrysanthemum. Chris.
Chrysanthemum.
Yeah, the flower. So they were playing
Flower Girl.
Connect Four and Jingle. Them some big
Jingle.
Jingle.
Them big blocks they should have had on like a hard hat or something.
Yeah,
man. Bust your head to the white meat.
It look like it hit your toe. It's gonna be a
you
wrap.
walk out there with a concussion.
So they got to know each other, and it seemed like they got a nice little chemistry and a nice vibe.
They did.
She likes him. So,
but production kind of shaded with that one, right?
Why?
When he said, "Well, I went to jail when I was 18, and the music just stopped."
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And Chris was saying that he wants, she was saying that she want, like, in a mate, she wanted to be her best friend. Like, they do stuff together. They roll together. And he felt the same way. She said she looking for a provider as well as a protector. And like we talked about this in Married at First Sight, the word "I need you" came up in here, and so he was like, "I need you," he was like, "I ain't gonna be able to move without you. I need you."
I still disagree with that. Now, if he had said, "I want you," in that capacity, then I say okay, but I need you. That means you codependent on that person, in my opinion. So. When you want somebody, you're not codependent on that person per se. Say, yeah, you want to be with that person, but it might not work. So, okay, move on. But when you need somebody, it's like, I need a drug or something like that, So,
I understand. I understand, but I still think that people can use it, but just make sure that you put it in the right context. Like, don't, literally need them.
And also on that, make sure you need the right person. Because that person you might need probably use that against you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good. All right, so let's move on to Liz and David going on a date. So she comes to his house and they sit down. He greeted her with a rose and he fixed the food and everything. And he said grace over the meal. So they got into the conversation.
Unlike somebody else would do.
Who?
Chris. I'm a man of God. Say grace. What you talking about?
So she said that one thing connected us together is the spiritual foundation, the connection that we had, as when they was talking at the mansion. And David said that he grew up strict, his mama.
I had to run away if I was him, man.
His mom was there. Praise the Lord.
I would have my little stick with a little bag on, walking down the railroad tracks, man. Girls couldn't call him a nothing, man. That's whew. And that's why he said when he went to college, it was like a new world to him because he was so sheltered.
Yeah.
And
he said he ended up leaving the church. He didn't leave God, but he ended up leaving the church. He was like the prodigal son. He came back later. So, yeah, because, sometimes you just overdo it.
Everybody have a chapter in their life.
Oh, yeah.
Some chapters good, some are bad. And he left the church, but he didn't leave God. That's the main thing,
I know that's right.
You can always leave a building.
That's a building. Come on, preacher.
The church is always.
Yeah, we the church. Yeah, come on now.
That's what you make of it, know.
Yeah.
So, so you just got to make sure you keep your eye on the prize. When it's time for you to come back home, come back home.
And you can send all your tithes and offerings to P.O. Box. I'm just playing.
What is it?
David feels like he feels safe with Liz. So, he began to open up and talk about a little bit more about his past and that, he got married the first time at an early age.
Yeah, twice.
And then the second one, she walked out on him.
And he was like a year. She walked out. A year and she walked out. Why she walked out? Mm-hmm. What happened? And hence the reason why I feel like he acts the way he acts now. with the passwords and everything else.
Right.
Cause he's still trying to figure out, why did my second wife walk out?
Right.
What did I do wrong? Was she seeing somebody? Cause he never got closure on that.
Yeah.
So since he had closure on that one, he's bringing it, like Tommy said, he's bringing it to the new relationship.
Right.
Cause he's still trying to find answers from the last relationship.
So Liz asks, are you going to be able to go forward, dealing with, your past? And so Dave was saying that one thing, he don't want to go through the same thing he did again. He don't want nobody to walk out on him again. He got so much love to give. Now, when he said, let me see if I can do it like he did. He like, I just don't want nobody to walk out on me again. I said,
Yeah.
At that moment, with the tears and everything, he seen the lady be crazy. Now, granted, every man can open up, they can shed their tears. That's not the part. It's just that he had this blank, like he went back on when she walked out on him, and he was like, I'll never let that happen.
That's nothing. I don't care if I got to tie you up to a bed.
Yeah.
You would not leave me again.
Yeah.
That's why I kept saying something's not right with David. I said that last video, and now it's starting to. I see why, because I feel like he was hurt so much in the last marriage, and he don't know why it happened and what happened and why she walked out. He's bound and determined
not to let it happen again.
So by all means, to me, so like you say, he's that blank stare, pause for like 5 minutes. Like,
I think that music stopped too.
Yeah,
they're doing his one.
Yeah, the music stopped and everything got quiet, and Liz was like, okay. But she said she do.
Yeah, she still feels that there is a connection. She still wants to get to know David and everything.
Liz haven't dated nobody in 17 years.
No,
so,
I think.
she haven't dated nobody in 17 years.
Well, she said she done had a situation.
Situationships, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one you like. Hey, you want to come on hang out? That's different.
Right.
But getting to know somebody, and maybe she can't pick up the signs of. Somebody got some red flags and some issues.
Can't signs a little cray-cray.
Cray-cray.
So, he did say he got a lot of love to give. And so, she talked about,
even that sounds crazy.
Well, I said that before.
Hey, I can see, baby, I know I got you tied up to the chair, but I'm telling you, I got a lot of love to give.
I don't want you to go nowhere.
Yeah, so that's what, when you said that's what I was thinking about it.
So the girls meet back up, and so they running down the list on who they like and who they don't like. So Venetia talks about Joel and how much she's feeling him. Liz talked about David and how much she's feeling him. Amber talked about Chris and how much she's feeling him. And Chrysanthemum, she talked about Ron and how much she feeling him. Now the ones they not feeling, some of them not feeling David. And that's because Stacey said that, listen, I ain't feeling him. I won't be no man. He told me he want to check bank account password.
He did not say that.
Now, we didn't see him say that.
But
they could have been edited. But she said he's talking about bank account passwords, Instagram, and all that stuff. I'm not finna be no man like that. Sound like he got trust issues.
Here's the reason why I don't say they cut that part out. To me, a part like that, bank accounts, that would be very relevant.
Right.
And they will leave that part in. I just think she just added stuff to it.
Well, when you say bank accounts, if you're married, you can have a joint account. So definitely that. But
she make it sound like a bad thing though.
Well, yeah, he want bank account, he want passwords to this, he want pants. She was like, I can't deal with that. It sound like he got some in his pants, and I ain't.
That's two guys she tried. I said two guys. Ooh, but 2 guys she tried to get rid of. She got rid of Chris already.
Yeah, Christian.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So they not feeling Troy, of course.
Dang.
And somebody not feeling AJ. So yeah. So Stacey is meeting up with Troy because she wants to talk to him about, his ways and his behaviors and how the girls feel.
Not 3T, baby.
Yep.
Not trifling, traveling Troy.
And Amber is meeting up with David. I was like, man. And Liz was like, man, I hope they don't get rid of David. I want to go on some more dates with him.
Well, she needed to thank her girl Stacey then.
I know what she said. I ain't trying to put nobody, but I'm just saying,
I can't wait till she find her number one so they can put him under the bottom.
I know that's right. So Amber is meeting with David, and what you said about Amber?
Ooh, boy. The way she was talking to David, like she was interrogating that dude, man. No expression. I can tell she's an attorney. She's a DA because she had this fierce, no BS look when she was talking to the guy.
Right.
And it's like, man, she can kind of intimidate some guys like that, man. She just sat there and asked these questions. It's like, man, she act like she was in the courtroom.
Right.
Poor David. He probably has more flashbacks then. He still wanted to cry again.
So Stacey was telling Troy that, listen, you know, the girls, you know, they've been complaining, you kissing on them, you talking about trips and all that stuff. And he said, but, you know, I woke up saying, who is this guy? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
When he said that, baby, I said, what's wrong with Big? Because you know what I want to say, man. Is this dude crazy too? No, he's not crazy. He's a big liar. That's all he is. You know what I'm saying? He plays a game. He like these mind games. Like he want to play with your mind. And when he said that, I said, yeah, a boy gonna get kicked to the curb.
I'm sitting up there saying, he told me something. I'm saying, who is this guy? Well, who is he? Who you been? Who been sitting here?
He said, I woke up and went to the shower in the bathroom, looked in the mirror. Who are you? What am I doing here? I know, I'm just kind of adding stuff. I'm being like Stacey now, adding stuff to stuff. And I'm just saying, dude.
He was just doing too much. So, anyway, we found out that, well, let's go back. So Amber is sitting down talking to David, and she was talking about his trust issues. She said that the girls believe that he got trust issues because it came up that, you know, you was talking about checking accounts, checking passwords, and all that stuff. He said, I went on one date with Stacey. He called her out.
Yeah, he called her out.
And he said, and it was miscommunication, and, you know, we just didn't see eye to eye on certain things. But when it comes to marriages, I think that there should be total transparency in it. And he was like, you know, it shouldn't be no privacy but transparency. And that's basically what he said.
And also, Liz think the same way.
Yeah.
So she believes in like the way she was raised, everything should be an open book, you know. So she don't have a problem with that, but I still think she needs to sit down, like you said, and talk to them so they can kind of get the idea of what they mean. You know, her transparency might be different from his.
True.
So.
And so Amber did say that, you know, okay, David, you know, the girls decided to keep you, that you are ready for love. And David, you know, he bucked a little, like in a little excitement, but he didn't show too much, like, oh my gosh, you know. Yeah. But yeah, he hugged her and everything. Yeah, but I want David to stay around as well. So Stacey dealt with Troy and told Troy that he's not ready for love.
Man, I was hurt, man. I said, man, y'all get rid of one of the best guys on the show, man.
You acting like Troy. You lying.
I'm just saying, he brought me entertainment, man. He brought me chuckles, man.
Well, he can chuckle all the way back on Instagram, honey. Chuckle on over there, honey. Wherever you at, chuckle over there.
He did. Hey, ladies, he did ask. He looked in the camera and said, y'all want a piece of him? He did ask.
I thought you were talking to the camera crew.
No, you talking to the women out there.
No. Because he gonna offer them the same thing.
Yeah.
Expedia trips and kisses.
Hey, y'all know y'all want to go Six Flags. It's
Oh, Groupon, honey. He gonna be in a Groupon and got that coupon. So yeah. Woo, child. I enjoyed this. I'm not gonna say I did. I enjoyed this episode.
Why you enjoyed it?
Because we got more in detail of with each couple, and you know, you got to see a little bit more of their mannerism, their behaviors, and you got to see who they really was. Even though we know who Troy was, but I did like the interaction. We got to know a little bit more about David, and we see that. He may have a little bit of issues, but yeah.
Yeah, but after this episode, I'm just joking about Troy. Yeah, Troy, he was out to have fun. He wasn't ready to love. Let's keep it real.
Nope.
Yeah, but you know, I just kind of enjoy it because I know y'all was like clowning on him. But I think the next woman to lead, in my opinion, I wish it was Stacey. I promise you, I wish it was Stacey, but I don't think it'll be Stacey.
I mean, who you want to lead?
Yeah, I want Stacey to lead.
Yeah, I can say Stacey. I don't see I don't see her connecting with nobody.
She hasn't.
To be
She
honest.
hasn't. That's what I'm saying.
And AJ can get up off of there too.
Yeah, AJ.
He looked too. Now the cheap part Kyra got or whatever. But it's something about AJ. AJ is not ready to love. Not in my opinion. He is ready to just find his next date, honey.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it'd be AJ next week, and if nothing that changes, it's gonna be Stacey or Tressa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If her and Dietrich not kicking it, but yeah. So that's our prediction, y'all. We want Stacey to go.
Yeah.
And make sure y'all tune in next week. We got a special guest for y'all, live interview with somebody that I'm sure y'all want to hear from. So yeah, this interview should be fun. So it's gonna be next Thursday, April the. I can't see my calendar from here, but yeah, this next Thursday, the week of
next Thursday,
April the 20th. Y'all will see the thumbnail. Y'all will see it.
Ooh, we so country.
Yep,
we so
always call country, honey. They always coming at me for misspelling words or saying some country or doing something like that.
You know, Nelly wrote a song back in the day called Country Grammar.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah. So the young lady that I blocked, she may find another
she find another
user
username
and come for us. So yeah, because the only thing she can do is watch videos and can't comment. So, all right, girl, I see you out there. You was trying to support. All right, then just look outside, honey, because you can't come in. Look through the window. All right. On that note, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to do what? Go with God, let God go with you. Make sure you go to Kourtneyandeddie to purchase some of our merch. And make sure that you join our membership. Don't forget that we are on the road to 1 million views, which when we hit 1 million views, we're going to be doing some giveaways. Not just one, some giveaways.
Some?
Oh, yeah. Some giveaways because we're going to start first with our members. And then we're going to go to the rest of the family.
Also, I thought we had production meetings about this.
All right, you guys. On that note,
you some reason either I miss production meetings or you have production meetings by yourself or you make
all right, you
things
guys.
up.
His shirt too tight, so he can't. I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God. Let God go with you. Deuces.